Hello, this is David from the Bookman in Orange, California, welcoming you to our weekly segment on things found in old books. And this week, uh, I would like to concentrate on just photographs found in used books currently. Um, I talked a little bit about photographs last week, and this week it's going to be all photos that have passed through my hands lately. We'll start it off with this little book on diabetes. Diabetes, its treatment by insulin and diet, published in 1926. It's an interesting book in itself. But within the book, I found a little grouping of photos. And one photo here, beginning on the very, here is a woman standing in front of a car. In the back, it's dated December 3rd, 1940. And the architecture behind her leads me to believe that this is Southern California, probably LA. And she's standing there in front of her 1940-ish. I don't know anything about cars, her car. And that's a great picture. Following that picture is on the same date on the back, taken at the same time, I'm sure, is a picture of her daughter or niece in a little veil. And so she's probably off to some sort of ceremony or something. I'm not sure what's going on. It's up to us to guess. That's the thing with these photographs, is unless they write stuff on the back, you just get to add your own story. And lastly, in the same group of photographs, I believe this is the same woman that was standing in front of the car. She looks the same, walking down a rather busy street, probably a Los Angeles street back in the 40s. It's a lot of people out and about with the current wear or costume of the day, little signs heralding specials. It's a great little photograph. I like this one a lot. And again, you can only guess at what's going on, but you get a sense of the time and the place, and because it's amateur photographs, it really adds more to it than a professional photograph, I think. Found in this book here, Miro, I found this photograph dated 1982 on the back. And it shows a woman walking down the street behind a herd of cattle. Looks like the cattle are crossing the street. And behind her are some buildings. To me, I get a sense that this is most likely somewhere in Europe. I don't know. There's no information on the back. You can only look at it. You can only add your own thing. But it has a very European look to it. And I don't believe the woman in the photograph has anything to do with the cows besides walking by them, because she's not dressed in any kind of farmer garb or anything. But so the cows are crossing the road, and there's a picture of it. Now, in this book here, this heavy book here on Vogue's Book of Etiquette, actually, I found this large photograph of someone playing a piano. And it says, "To Mrs. Gordon." It looks like some kind of studio photograph. It's a Vera Ann Fleming. Vera Ann Fleming is written on the back. And so Vera, and I can find nothing on her on the computer. And there's no date as well. And lastly, for things that I've found this week, I found this actually a while ago, and I'm sorry to say I don't have the book it goes in. I pulled it out of the book, and the book has disappeared into the stacks, and I don't remember what book it was. However, I just wanted to share it because I found it particularly interesting. It's a Polaroid picture. Now, we don't get a lot of Polaroids. And in the picture, sitting at the table there, it looks like an autograph session is Hal Linden and Abe Vigoda of Barney Miller. And just looking at it, there's a little banner behind them with the two of them. So it's some sort of convention where Hal and Abe were signing photographs of themselves for the show. And it's a Polaroid, and there's no date on it. Hal Linden, checking the web, he's about 90 years old, still alive. And Mr. Abe Vigoda, he passed away about 6 years ago. So again, I would think this is in the 90s at some point, the picture itself. And I like that picture. And lastly, I've been asking folks to send in things that's possible that they found in used books and maybe a little something about it. And I did get one come in this week. So it was from Mary Kay Watson. She's also a member here of Rare Book Cafe. And what she has, she says she found an 8x10 matte finished black and white photo found in a book called Back Roads of California. The book has a darling bookplate with the previous owner's name. The book was published in 1971. So I'm going out. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that the poodle is a California hot dogging hippie, and the owner probably was too. And if all that wasn't enough to sell me on the book, the gorgeous drawings and watercolors of California were. So here's the photograph that she took and the book she found it in. And I want to thank Mary Kay Watson so much for taking the time to do that. I greatly appreciate it. And I hope others share as well. If you want to share your photographs and where you found the book, I would love to share it here on this little segment. Send them to oldbook at ebookman.com. That's oldbook, no S. It's oldbook at ebookman.com. And I would be more than happy to share it. So I want to say thank you. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next week. This is David Hess from the Bookman in Orange, California.